Namaskritya Naram Chaivam Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udiraye. For the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the very gentle of Christ, one should always for the obeisance of the personality of Godhead, Narayana, unto the Narayana Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasdev, the author. Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhakti Bhavati Nayashri. By regular classes of Bhagavatam and by regular sources to pure eternity, all that is wholesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised in transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. Om Jnana-Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunnilitam Yena Shri Guruve Namah. As Lord in the darkness of ignorance, spiritual master, open my eyes to the Bhakta of knowledge, I offer my respectful obeisance unto him.
Today we are reading from Canto 6, chapter 19, verse 5. यथा त्वं कृपया भूत्या तेजसा महिमोजसा जुष्टा ईशा गुणे सर्वे ततोऽसि भगवान् प्रभु यथा त्वं कृपया भूत्या तेजसा महिमोजसा जुष्टा ईशा गुणे सर्वे ततोऽसि भगवान् प्रभु
यथा त्वं कृपया भूत्या
तेजसा महिमोजसा जुष्टा ईशा गुणे सर्वे ततोऽसि भगवान् प्रभु यथा त्वं कृपया भूत्या तेजसा महिमोजसा जुष्ट ईशा गुणे सर्वे ततोऽसि भगवान् प्रभु
Word to word all together. Yatha as from you कृपया with mercy, Bhujaya with all beneficence, Tejasa with powers, Mahimasa with glory and strength, Jushta and Lord, Isha, O my Lord, Guneya with transcendental qualities, Sarve Tata, therefore, Asi, you are, Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Prabhu, the Master. Translation altogether. My Lord, because you are endowed with causeless mercy, all opulence, powers, all glories, strength, and transcendental qualities, you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Master of everyone. Who would like to read the Bhakta? We'll read in parts, so everyone gets a chance. Okay, so you can go.
In this verse, the words Tato, see Bhagwan Prabhu mean they are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Master of everyone. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is enjoyed with all six opulences in full, and moreover, he is extremely kind to his devotee. Although he is full in himself, he nonetheless wants all the living entities to surrender unto him, so that they may engage in his service. Thus he becomes satisfied. Although he is full in himself, he nonetheless becomes pleased when his devotee offers him Pushpam Kalam Goyam, a leaf, flower, fruit, or water in devotion.
Sometimes the Lord, as the guide of Mother Yashoda, requests his devotee for some food, as if he were very hungry. Sometimes he tells his devotee in a dream that his temple and his garden are now full, and that he cannot enjoy them very nicely. Thus he requests the devotees to prepare he depends on his devotees. Therefore, the relationship of the Lord and the devotees is extremely confidential.
Would like to go ahead? Yes, Prabhu.
Only the devotee can perceive how the Lord, although full in himself, depends on his devotee for some particular work. This is explained in Bhagavad Gita 11, chapter 33 verse. The Lord tells Arjuna, Nimita matram bhava svachasin. O Arjuna, merely be an instrument in the fight. Lord Krishna had the competence to win the battle of Kurukshetra, but nonetheless he induced his devotee Arjuna to fight and become the cause of victory. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was quite competent enough to spread his name and mission all over the world, but still he depended on his devotee to do this work.
Considering all these points, the most important aspect of the Supreme Lord's self-sufficiency is that he depends on his devotees. This is called his causeless mercy. The devotee who has perceived this causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead realization can understand the master and the servant.
So, first of all, I would like to ask for blessings from every one of you. And this is my first class, so as you can know by my face that I'm a bit nervous. But I'll try and say whatever I've heard from my superiors, from Guru, and from Sri Prabhupada. So let's begin. First of all, in the Bhagavad, Prabhupada talks about the 6 opulences. Can anyone tell me what are the 6 opulences?
Full of wealth.
Yes.
Power,
Yes. 2,
all beauty,
3,
Ambition,
4.
wealth,
Yes. 5,
fame.
6. So it is said that the definition of Bhagavan is that one who is full in the 6 opulences. That is, he is all beautiful, all famous, all knowledgeable, and who possesses all the wealth, and who is all renowned. I forgot one, which is that?
power,
He is all powerful, yes. And you cannot compare the 6 opulences that Lord has with anyone in this world. Can you guys think of anyone who has like all of this in full
Krishna.
other than Krishna?
No.
His world. Yes.
the master, Prabhupada.
So we cannot think of anyone like even if anyone is wealthy, they might not have the beauty, they might not be all powerful. Even if someone is so beautiful, they might not have the wealth, they might not be powerful. And even though anyone who has 5 of them, they are not renowned. So it is only the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu or Krishna, who has all of the 6 opulences in full. So that is the definition of Bhagavan. Actually, when Prabhupada was here in West, many of the people, they came and they're like, I'm God, and one of them was the Prabhupada was giving a lecture, and he came in between and he's like, okay, I'm God, Swami, I'm God, and Prabhupada is like, okay, and then he asked the devotees to feed him, give him the prasadam. They fed him until here, and then he wanted to use that person who came, and then Prabhupada is like, allow him to go anywhere. Meet him. And then that person was begging, please let me go. And then Prabhupada asked him, God, if you are God, you can't control this thing? And then he was like, no, I'm not. So yeah, because he has his ways to deal with people, and you can see like many people they claim to be God, but when you see that they even don't have one of these things. So this is the criteria to see if anyone is God or not. And we will talk about these six opulences, all powerful. Like how is Krishna powerful? By power, you can say that he can just create, maintain, and inherit everything just by glance. Doesn't have to do anything. That is power. Because in material world, if you do something, you need to work. If I need to lift this glass, I need to use my hand to lift it. Krishna doesn't even need to use anything. Like he just glances and things happen. He has various energies who by just thought of Krishna start acting and things starts to happen. So that is power. All beauty. When you talk about beauty, there is no one in comparison to Krishna. You know, it is said in Brahma Samhita, Kandar Pakoti Kamaniya Visheshvam Govindamadi Purusham Tamam Bhajami. So millions of Cupid, they are charmed by beauty of Krishna. So that is the Krishna. So no one in this world, in anywhere, can be compared to the beauty of Krishna. Krishna is all famous. Now, how can you say that Krishna is all famous? Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita 5,000 years ago, and people like devotees they still recite, they still sing the glory of God, and he performed the pastimes 5,000 years ago. Still, his glories are sung today. So anyone in this world, you might see many famous people. Like you can take the example of cricketer Sachin Tendulkar. Like he, I would say, most famous person of that his era when he was playing cricket. He was most famous. Like no one came close to him, right? And but today where is he? Nobody like he still has some fame, but he'll just forget, right? So nobody can be famous all the time, and it's not that Krishna's fame is decreasing; it's increasing. You know, it just keeps on increasing. And then full knowledge. Who can be more knowledgeable than Krishna? You know, he just possesses all the knowledge. Like Vedas are emanating from him. So all the knowledge that exists in this world is coming from Krishna. Renunciation. When you talk about renunciation, he possesses everything. Like he is the master of everything and anything that exists. But still he is aloof from that. He talks in Bhagavad Gita in chapter 9 that even although I am the maintainer, creator and inheritor, I am still aloof from that. So although he is doing everything, he is still aloof from that. So that is renunciation. Now Krishna is having all six of and in full. Still he is very kind. That is the main quality that Krishna like that is so rare. If we can compare in this material world, if people has even one of these, not in full, a little bit health, a little bit knowledge, little bit beauty, they become puffed up. They are so much in pride. Krishna, although having all of them in full, is not even having the tinge of pride. He is so kind, so merciful. And although Krishna can do everything by himself, he takes helps of his devotees. Now, why does Krishna takes helps of his devotees? Okay, this question is for you. Why does Krishna needs to take help of his devotees?
He wants the devotees to feel good. He wants to give them some credit. He wants them to purify themselves by sacrifice.
Okay, so one is he wants to give credit. He wants to purify. Okay, what else? Anyone else?
He wants to see that my devotees doing bhakti in my on behalf of me.
opportunity to the devotees to serve him. So, first of all, he wants to have that loving exchange. He wants to have that loving exchange. That's why he depends on the devotees, so that he can have that loving exchange with the devotees. Second is that he wants to purify. He wants to purify us. That's why he our help. That's why he engages us in his service. The purport itself, Prabhupada is talking about that although he is full in himself, he nonetheless wants living in it to surrender unto him, and so that they may engage in his service. So the Lord wants the devotees to surrender, and now why does the Lord wants us to surrender? Prabhu raised the question yesterday. Maybe we can answer it today.
Without surrendering, we cannot have someone's mercy. We have to be receptive. So then by surrendering, we become very receptive. And once the container is empty, then only we can fill something in it. If it's not empty, it will not be there. So surrendering means we are just having full faith. We are accepting whatever Krishna is giving, and we know that whatever is coming, right.
Yes. And one of the reasons why Krishna wants us to surrender is that Krishna doesn't want us to suffer, because our eternal Father, He is our ever well-wisher. In Bhagavad Gita He says that Swam Sarvabhutana, that He is the well-wisher of every living entity. So He doesn't want us to suffer. So that's why He, wants us to surrender and then serve. And what will happen by service? If we serve Krishna, Krishna will be satisfied. And when Krishna is satisfied, we will be satisfied. So it is.
He is already satisfied.
Yeah, he is self-satisfied. That is what I am telling. He is self-satisfied. Still, he is doing it for our benefit. And it's not that Krishna wanted us to suffer. It's because he wanted to enjoy separately. That's why. Okay, let's take an example. Okay, this is Krishna. Okay. Now, how can I stick? Now, this is you. Can everyone see this? You can see Prabhu? No? See, right? Okay. So now we are facing Krishna, right? Now what happens when, okay, this is Maya. Now what happens when you turn your face away from Krishna? You're facing Maya. So it's not that Krishna wanted us to be Maya, but it's because we didn't want it to be Krishna, we are automatically with Maya now. So it's either we are in Maya or in spiritual world. So it's either way. It's because of us. It's because we wanted to enjoy separately, and we didn't want to serve Krishna. We were envious of Krishna. That's why we were put into this condition. And this is also a mercy of Krishna, that He put us into this world, in this material world. Now, can anyone tell me that why is that mercy of Krishna that He has put us in this material world?
There's nothing.
It's like a hospital where people come in sick but they come out healthy.
Yeah, so if imagine if Krishna, we were not willing to serve Krishna. If Krishna would be like, okay, you don't want to serve me, just go somewhere, anything, like Krishna would have sent us in Brahmajyoti, just be there, right? From there is no chance you can go back to Krishna. So Krishna mercifully put us in this material world and made all the arrangements so that we can serve Him and go back to Him. So that's also mercy of Krishna, that He has put us into this material world.
This is all the options. We can satisfy our senses.
Yeah, so the main aim of us coming here, like being separate from Krishna, was to enjoy, right? So He made the arrangement that, okay, enjoy as well as come to me also. Like, enjoy in a way that you offer everything to me, keep me in center while enjoying also. like add me somewhere so that ultimately you can come to me. You need not suffer here. Yeah, because there's no way you can be in the material world and be happy. That is very, very contradicting. There's no way you can. Even if you go to the wealthiest person in this world and you can ask him, are you happy? Firstly you say that yes, I'm happy. But when you observe his life, when you maybe you can stay with him for some time, and you see how happy he is. So no one is happy in this world except the devotees of the Lord. Only the devotees of the Lord, they are happy. And happy in the sense, okay, there may be temporary happiness. People may find happiness in material enjoyment, like sense gratification. Obviously there is some in there. Why are people mad about it? Why are people running behind that? There is some enjoyment, but that is not temporary. And it will ultimately lead to misery. So, if we want to be happy eternally, if we want something permanent happiness, there's only one way. Just you need to surrender to Krishna. That's it. There's no other way. Now, when we say that the Lord wants us to surrender and serve Him, but can we do? Okay, so the question is like, is it really true that we are serving?
Not to be honest, we will decide.
But the thing is, the intelligence to that there's a verse in the 15.50, Prabhu, if you want to pull up, and that Krishna says that when comes remembrance and forgetfulness. So the intelligence is also coming from Krishna, right? And now intelligence is coming from Krishna, and the resources to serve Him, everything you see around, will be coming from Krishna. Can anyone claim, okay, I manufactured this without using any raw material that was present from before? No one can claim that did anything. That, okay, I didn't use any raw material present on the earth and I manufactured this from, like, out of nowhere.
Prakriti was created by Krishna for us and after us. So,
Yeah, there's nothing that we can create by ourselves and offer to Krishna. That, okay, Krishna, I created this for you. Nothing is there that is given by Krishna, and we are just offering that. So, the intelligence is given by Krishna. The resources are given by Krishna. So, what is our part?
just to be grateful that we are using our senses in the universe and we are trying our senses to be not in any gratification from the
Yes, that is there. But now, we are given the intelligence. We are given sources. We just have to desire to give it to Krishna. We just have desire to offer Krishna. So there's a beautiful example that I remember from Anand Madhav Prabhu's Divine Dialogues. I would like to share it. Now there's a kid, 5 years old kid. He goes to his father for $5. Okay. Now there's no way of $5. Like $5 is not much money, right? Father gives $5. The kid goes out, and buys the cards, draws something, writes something scratchy, and then comes back, give it to his father. Now, how would the father feel? Right? So, the money was given by father, right? What he did, he just went out, got something from the same money that was given by his father. But what was added by the kid?
Love.
That is the point. The only thing that we can add from our side is love and devotion. So everything is given by Krishna, but what we can add is we can add some love. That Krishna, you are giving everything. I just want to offer it to you. Accept it. And Krishna is not demanding anything more, like Krishna not telling that, give me $5,000, give me $10,000, give me $1 million. He is telling Bhagavad Gita, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. So he is satisfied Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. It is not that you have to only offer Patram Pushpam. If you have the ability, you can offer Lakshmi, you can offer whatever you can according to your capability. But the main point, the most important point is that you need to offer it with love and devotion. So if you offer like $1 million, right, but you don't have that love and devotion to Krishna, you're offering it just to something, or just to show people that okay, I'm donating something, I'm doing something. Krishna doesn't like it. Krishna is like, you want to show me your money? You think I don't have money? Krishna is, we see that he has all wealth, right? Krishna doesn't need us, our wealth, or anything that we have. Like Krishna has that in full. Talking about wealth, Krishna is worshipped by thousands and thousands of gods of fortune, where we derive his Lakshmi from, and they are always serving Krishna. So why want Lakshmi from us? So what Krishna wants is love and devotion. So that should be always, we should remember whenever we offer something, whenever we go to Krishna and try to, we should always keep in mind that we should offer love and devotion. That is the main point. And now we try and serve Krishna, and then Lord does everything for his devotees. But the person that is, he never takes credit. Can you give me some examples of Krishna doing everything for devotees and not taking credit? Yes, it could be, but yeah, more relevant.
In Mahabharata, when he was up in the chariot, he was just giving instructions, but everything was done well, and he said that everything will come. The gold medal is won by Arjuna. He didn't say that I won. Arjuna won.
Okay, that's one example. Yes. Any other example?
And when we worship Krishna, think that he might give us, but he doesn't give anything. When we get something, we feel that he is the one who is giving the right.
Yes, could be. Yes. Anything that you can think of?
He killed a lot of asuras in Vrindavan without letting any Vrajavasi know that he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
No, but he doing something for his devotees
Yeah, so he killed
and not
asuras.
taking credit that okay, I did it.
Yeah, so he killed asuras, but he didn't show them that I'm the Supreme Godhead.
Okay, could be. But there's more relevant examples. Actually, it's given in purport itself. The first one that Prabhu mentioned is when Krishna was there on the battlefield. He did everything. Can you pull up the verse 11.33? It is Nimitta Matram Bhavasavya Sachan. Just be an instrument. I have done everything. You just take the credit. So that is one example. Now, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was here 500 years ago, he could have spread he spread the movement all across India. It was like fire, it was spreading like fire. He did it in India. He done it all around the world. Why did he not do it?
He wanted devotees to meditate.
Exactly. So he wanted for devotees to do it so that they may get credit, get glorified. So there's always this race going on between the Lord and his devotees, that the devotees want to glorify the Lord and the Lord wants to glorify the devotees. Yes, Prabhu.
And when he killed the cons, yeah, he didn't become the king. He asked the father
Ugrasen.
to become the king. So he gave the whole credit to him, made him king.
Yes, yeah, that is Krishna. Krishna does everything and never takes credit. There's another pastime that I would share. In Dwarka, once Krishna was having a meeting. There was a time when Yudhishthira Maharaj desired to perform Rashtriya Yajna, and then there was an assembly, and they were all sitting discussing something, and a messenger comes, and he says that he had a message for Krishna. He was allowed in, and then he spoke in front of Krishna that I have a message from kings. They are captured by Jarasandha. Like many of the kings, they were captured by Jarasandha, and they want Krishna to rescue urgently. And before that, Krishna was invited to the Rashtriya Yajna as the main person there, because Yudhishthira Maharaj wanted to honor Krishna as the main person in the assembly, so he was invited there. So this was a dilemma for Krishna, that whether I should go to Rashtriya Yajna. If I go there, the kings, they are also devotees, they are taking shelter of Krishna, and Krishna says that whoever takes shelter of me, I protect them. So he cannot be kings also, and at the same time he has to be there for Yudhishthira. He is one of the greatest devotee of the Lord. He has to be there for Yudhishthira also. Now what can Krishna do? So what he does? He calls Uddhava. And Uddhava, what can I do? Now, do you think Krishna didn't have the answer? Obviously Krishna had the answer, but then he takes the advice of Uddhava. He advises Krishna that if you want to perform Rajsuya Yajna, all the kings in the world, they should surrender to Yudhishthira Maharaj. If Jarasandha is there and he is opposing Yudhishthira Maharaj, we cannot perform Rajsuya Yajna. First we should go and kill Jarasandha and then perform Rajsuya Yajna. So that solution was given by Uddhava, and everyone glorified Uddhava. So that's how we know that, okay, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he wants to give credit to his devotees. Another example is Prabhupada did everything. He spread movement across the world. You know the story, right? And okay, I just want to the poem that Prabhupada wrote. I was in Jaladuta. It is a very beautiful poem, very very beautiful.
What is the poem?
Poem Prabhupada wrote in Jaladuta.
Zendaya is the ship.
Yeah. Oh. You heard a name of the poem?
Jaladuta, it
You
was
can go
a
down.
Krishna.
Sure.
I think that is Jaladuta.
This one?
Let's just check.
Give the translation. Is this the one?
Okay, actually I'll just read the one line that I found. It was really nice. Prabhupada says, "Oh Lord, I am just in your hand. So if you have brought me here to dance, make me dance, make me dance, make me dance. Oh Lord, make me dance as you like." So Prabhupada is the best example that how how can be instrument in Lord's plan, right? That everything is designed by the Lord. He has a plan. We just need to act according to His will. When we align our desires with the goal of Krishna, Krishna is to take everyone back to Godhead. And when we align our desires or our wish to serve Krishna in that way, then we are being an instrument in Lord's plan. That's what Arjuna did. Now Krishna had a plan when he came to Kurukshetra. He had a plan. He wanted to kill all the miscreants and establish the principle, speak Bhagavad Gita and establish the principle of religion, right? So he had a plan. Now, at first, what Arjuna was doing, but he was not acting according to the plan of Krishna. Plan was to kill everyone, but Arjuna was like, no, I want to renounce everything, go in forest, and be a sadhu rather than killing my relatives. So he was not willing to act according to the plan of Krishna. But then Krishna spoke the Bhagavad Gita, explained him, and then
maybe it was Krishna's plan, he Arjuna at the battlefield, and then Arjuna asked him to take him in the middle of the field, and then Krishna asked him just look around. When he looked around, sometimes if you are not hurt and someone is giving you a medicine, that medicine will not work. You have to have the disease so that the medicine could be given to you. So he got the disease and the medicine was given to him.
that's true actually. And devotee gives a very nice example. Many of you would have seen that ad where advertisement where the washing machine advertisement where the person, he takes a shirt, he puts stains on the shirt, and uses the detergent, washes it, and then shows up. Now it's clean. Now what Krishna did, he took Arjuna, put the thoughts that I don't want to fight, put him in things, and then spoke Bhagavad Gita, enlightened him, and then showed, see, this is Arjuna now, clean and clear. So
he was still surrendering. Sometimes, if the same thing, that's my perspective. If the same thing had happened after winning the battle. He won the battle. He was in more occasion and all, just won the battle. Everybody's kind of praising him. And after that, he gets all those questions: what did I do? Why did I do that? Why did I kill my own family member? If you get all those questions after doing that thing, it would have been worse, I guess.
actually, someone got that questions. You know who? Yudhishthira. So before the war, Arjuna was lamenting. After the war, Yudhishthira was lamenting. Now, Yudhishthira was like, this war happened because of me. I wanted to enjoy the kingdom. I am cause of miseries of these thousands and millions of people who were killed in the battlefield.
It happened.
Yeah, and he was not even pacified by Krishna. Krishna tried to pacify him. Now, is it that Krishna cannot pacify anyone? What do you think? He can, right? But why Yudhishthira Maharaj was not pacified by Krishna?
One has to be kind of relationship that Arjuna and Krishna, that relationship was like he was a devotee, he was surrendering, he was having those Kshatriya qualities too.
Yudhishthira Maharaj was also a devotee. Yudhishthira Maharaj
He
was
was
also
more
surrendering.
about Dharma and Shastra, conducting about all those things. It was like would have been very challenging, but making things understand him also. Arjuna was easier because Kshatriya nature was very much into.
Actually, all the five Pandavas and Draupadi, they were eternal associates now. So they already knew who Krishna was, and they had a lot of devotion for Krishna. So there is no way that Yudhishthira Maharaj was less devoted to Krishna than Arjuna.
No, friendly relationship.
Okay, so I'll tell you the main reason why he was not pacified by Krishna, because Krishna wanted him not to be pacified by him. You know why?
Very interesting.
Yes. Now, whom did Krishna give credit here? Can I tell what happened when Yudhishthira Maharaj was not satisfied and was lamenting, and what happened after that? Okay, so Krishna took Yudhishthira Maharaj to Bhishma Dev. He was lying in bed of arrows. He was still waiting for Krishna to leave his body. He was not, he hasn't left his body yet. He was still lying on the arrows. So now, Krishna took Yudhishthira Maharaj to Bhishma Dev. Now that's when Krishna asked Bhishma Dev to, give knowledge to Yudhishthira Maharaj and pacify him. And that's where Krishna gave credit to Dev for pacifying Yudhishthira Maharaj.
Okay, another question is, why did Krishna choose Arjuna only? When all Pandavas had same level of love, devotion and everything, why was Arjuna choosing a particular? Why wasn't someone else?
Okay, so Arjuna was the most prominent, I would say, among the Pandavas. Krishna also says this in Bhagavad Gita. Among Pandavas, I am Arjuna. So that's why he chose Arjuna. Because he was the most prominent, he was the only one capable of doing that task, killing everyone, and he was, I would say, most powerful. So that's why he chose Arjuna. Actually, you are correct in a way. I would take my words back that he was most intimate. Like, he was more intimate with Krishna, yes, than the other Pandavas.
Because he could command.
Arjuna was more intimate with Krishna because they were like best friends.
Because he could command. Arjuna could command on him. So he was made chief of.
So do you have any thoughts?
No, I was just thinking in Bhagavad Gita also there's a verse. Actually, two times this thing comes like Krishna says like since I'm his dearest friend and you have served me with this thing. That is because I'm sharing this knowledge with you.
Yeah. So that's what I remembered when. That's why I changed that. Okay, because Krishna is saying that you are my most intimate friend and you are my most dear friend. That's why I'm sharing this knowledge with you. That's why Krishna chose Arjuna. That is the reason. Because yeah, you choose your most intimate friend to have that exchange, and it was Krishna's plan. So the point is that Krishna always wants to give credit to his deeds. He can do everything by himself, but still he wants to repay his devotees. We saw the example of Arjuna. We saw the example of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Buddha's reality.
And sleeping, Krishna was sleeping, and he took his and he was Krishna only.
Yeah, that shows that how attached Krishna was, Arjuna was with Krishna, like what kind of devotion surrender that Arjuna had. Yes, and what we talk about how Krishna is giving credits to his devotees. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and then we saw the story of Bhishma Dev, we saw the story of Uddhava, where Krishna gave credit to Uddhava. There are a lot of pastimes like that. Krishna never fails to give credit to his devotees. He always wants to give credit to his devotees. And that is why he is Krishna. We cannot do that. If we do something, we want that credit. We will just tell people that, okay, I did that. I did that.
Yeah.
Krishna is not like that. Krishna wants to give credit to his devotees. And devotees are also like that. Devotees, they don't want to take credit. Whenever you tell someone that you give a really nice class, or you play really nice Vedanga, or sing really nice, they'll always say it's because of the mercy of Krishna. We heard it a lot of times. So the devotees, they are also very eager to give credit to Krishna. So it's a loving exchange between the devotees and the Lord.
Like gopis, they wanted Vrindavan, but
Yeah.
Krishna self-guided.
So So with that, I would like to, and if anyone has any questions, we can discuss that. Any questions, realizations, reflections, you would like to share something? No realizations, reflections, nothing. Prabhu, you would like to go ahead? No? Okay. Bhakta की